Mr Kimberley, hard.
Legend of his own time, I say. North of the Fitzroy River. I think there's not very many people that doesn't know who he is.
He showed you places nobody else had ever been to.
What he's got up here, most dictionaries probably wouldn't have it up there, you know.
He can sit down with the King or the Queen or with the Prime Minister or anyone and have a conversation and he wouldn't be any different. And that's what life's all about, I reckon.
I've known him all my life and he's a real legend of the Kimberleys.
What makes someone a legend? Well, if you look at all the different parts of his life, there's your answer.
I learnt from young, stay as you are, Aborigine and white. I grew up like that, in the middle of this. I stayed right through my life like that.
This is my boab tree here. I'm Sam Lovell. I was born here nearly 90 years ago. This is my birthplace. This is the boab tree. My dad had a straw in it, so he cut a hole in this tree here. The old shelves here, this is where they had all their food stuff.
Mum was full blood, and my dad was white. Never met both of them, you know. I was taken away when I was 3, and policemen chased me down the Billabong at Nukunba and grabbed me. I had no hope of getting away from him. They took us with the mail truck to Mullawulla. We had to survive first, the first lot. We were just getting half a slice of bread 3 times a day and nothing else. They were tough times. The old people took us under their wing and taught us about tracking animals and digging up food, catching goannas, spearing kangaroos and cooking them and this and that. At that time, they were still very strong with their cultural thing and their belief. A lot of these old people used to come to me and say to me, young fella, he said, you got to get away from this black fella camp. You got to get up there with the white fellas. You can't help us here. Because they must have saw something in me. No matter where I went, they all told me that.
When he left there, he just took off. He became a stockman. Whatever he did, he gave sort of 100%.
Sam was always just such a gentle guy with the horse. He could talk to them. Was not afraid of a horse that bucks or just fearless.
That's Little Rocket. He was a good little horse.
I used to ride him all the time, but he used to like having a buck. I knew he was going to buck this morning. 3 good hard buck, and I felt my back snap. If he would have thrown me, I probably would have been dead. And I was up in the 5th floor in Royal Perth Hospital there where all the broken bones are. And this time, that's what gave me a lot of time to think. What did I achieve from all this time? You know, nothing.
Sam Lovell is a former stockman and station hand who decided that his knowledge of the Kimberley was worth imparting to the increasing numbers of people wanting to see and experience the region. With his wife Rosita, he set up what's now regarded as one of the more adventurous tour companies in Australia. They take people into parts of the Kimberley, usually only seen by its traditional owners.
Everything was easy for me because when I was a stockman, covered a lot of this Kimberley on horseback. I knew the whole of the Kimberley. At night we'd sit down and I'd talk about the cultural side of things, Aborigine things. These people never met Aborigine people before. They heard about them, they seen them, but never talked with them or anything, and they were really over the moon. They enjoyed it. They used to book a year in advance. When they come here, they go back feeling better. They learned about Australia, the cultural side of things, Aborigine things.
You know, he shared our culture with the world. There's something so special about that.
Yeah, I'd describe Grandpa Sammy as a true Kimberley legend.
I was born here. This is my birthplace, my birthright. Nobody can deny me that. Don't care what you build here, it's not going to make any difference to me. This is still my place, as long as I live.